everyone, welcome back to JPTV. I am really excited this morning to get back to filming. It has been since Puerto Rico since I've actually filmed a video, and I've been back for about 2 weeks now, but I was really wanting to take the time to kind of let that video find its place and to shine, and let me just tell you, it sure has. And I want to just thank every single one of you real quickly before I get into this tutorial for watching that video. I love to be able to share my trip and how much fun it was, and hopefully it was inspirational for you. If you follow my channel and you work with me, hope it inspired you to want to qualify for that trip. And if you don't work with me, I hope it inspires you to want to go to Puerto Rico, because it by far was one of the best places that I have been to. The people were incredibly nice. The city was just so cool. The cobblestone streets, you know, the kind of feel of a San Francisco vibe, but yet not, you know, just something very, very different. Oh, and I really even feel like it had New Orleans vibes, which I've never been there and I've always wanted to go. So that's actually going to be the next place I want to shoot for visiting. And I also want to go to Graceland. So anyhow, I thought I'd give you a little bit of a sneak peek of what's going to be coming up on my channel. So, you know, obviously, you know, the focus here on this channel is makeup, vlogging, storytelling, and, you know, true crime. So I thought I would, as I'm researching my next true crime story that I'm going to talk about, which is going to take a few weeks, in between, I'm going to do videos where I'm going to be, reviewing Sam and Colby's videos. Now, if you've been following me for a while, or if you haven't, I follow these two guys named Sam and Colby, and they are so much fun. They're ghost hunters. They travel the world and go to like the most haunted places in the world and actually try to see if they could get any paranormal activity. I absolutely love following them. So I thought it would be fun to you know, kind of watch their video in a video and make comments on it, because I really, really love this channel and I'm inspired by it. And I thought, you know, why not show my viewers? Maybe you guys could go over and follow them. I'll actually link their channel in the description box, but they're a hoot. And if you love paranormal stuff, you're gonna love it. And if you don't have to watch those videos. Those are going to be on Saturdays, and then on Wednesdays are going to be my tutorials. So let's go ahead and jump in. So what I'm going to do today is just a quick cut crease. I really, really love the cut crease look. I haven't done it in quite some time, and it just dawned on me that I've never done a tutorial on it. So I thought I'd do that today. So let's go ahead and jump on in. I was going to do my eyes first, but then I remembered, I'm just going to fix my camera a little bit, that I don't have any wipes to like clean the fallout after, which is what I usually like to do. So I'm just gonna jump in, and usually with a cut crease, because I'm doing browns, I probably won't have much fallout, so I'm not too concerned about it. So I'm gonna start with the Milani Bright Side Illuminating Primer. This has become quickly one of my favorite primers because I have super dry skin. A dewy primer just works best on my face, and it just has this subtle glow under the makeup, as you will start to see as I apply my makeup. So but yeah, I'm really looking forward to doing these videos on Saturday. I think it'll be fun, and I'll probably do that every other Saturday, because they're doing their videos, they're uploading their videos weekly. So just to kind of share with you guys what they're doing. Next, I'm actually going to use the L'Oreal Infallible 24-Hour Fresh Wear Foundation. What they're doing is they do what's called seasons. And so for like 3 months, they won't post anything, and then they'll just be doing all their traveling to all the places that they go to. And then they film them. And then what they do is when they start back up, they'll have like a series of videos that they upload weekly. And it's for like a 3-month period. So they just started a few weeks ago. So we are 3 episodes in. So I was gonna start with those, but I think I'm gonna start with when they went to the real Conjuring house. So I'm not sure, obviously, if any of you watching have seen The Conjuring, but those are one of my favorite series. But the very first Conjuring, that house is actually in Rhode Island, and it's owned by ghost hunters. They actually had went to that house to see if there was paranormal activity. I don't know how long ago. And then they ended up buying it, which is crazy. Now I'm gonna put on my concealer. Actually, they're both the e.l.f. One's the 16-hour camo concealer matte finish, and then the other one is the hydrating concealer. So I just kind of mix them both because right now I have a little bit of a tan from Puerto Rico. Not a lot, but a little bit. And so this is a little too white, and so I mix them both. But anyway, these people bought it and live there now, and they were saying that they only sleep in one room and they all sleep together as a family. I was like, wow, it's super creepy. But anyways, I thought I'd start with that one because The Conjuring's very well known, and I thought it would be fun to show clips from that because it was so scary. Out of all the ones that I watched them do, and they did a few there, so just so you know, they did one where they go for the first time, right, and they take some of their friends with them, one of them being Amanda. I'm not sure what her last name is. She has her own channel as well. I'll link it. But supposedly she's a psychic. You know, I don't know if she is or isn't, but it seems like it. And so she goes with them to, you know, stake out the house and see what they find. And obviously she's like, this place has a demonic spirit. Like, you guys need to be careful. And one thing about these guys that they do is, now I'm going to set my concealer with the Maybelline Fit Me powder. So what they do is they'll go to like a haunted place, right? And then they'll say, okay, if we get, it's kind of brilliant to be honest with you, if we get like 200 likes on this video, we'll come back to this house and stay in the basement, which is like the scariest place in the house. We'll stay in the basement alone for a whole night. Like, they do stuff like that. And of course, these guys have over 1.6 million followers, so they get the likes that they're looking for, and then they go back. So that's what they do in this one. So I think I'm gonna critique the second one because it is like the creepiest. It's so creepy, but I don't know why I'm so interested in it, especially because I am a spiritual person. Like, you know, I'm a Christian. I believe in God. I believe in spirits and demons. I believe in all that. It's all in the Bible. And so, and some people will say, like, you know, because you're a believer, like, why do you watch this stuff? And like, don't you think it's opening a door to something? And I've been watching stuff like this since I was a kid, and I haven't opened any doors yet. Not to say that it couldn't happen. I'm sure that it could. But I believe as a child of God, like, I don't fear those things. That those who are in me are greater than those who are in them. I have the Holy Spirit, so I'm not worried about that. I am just interested in it. It's just, it fascinates me that it exists, even though I think anything that's in the Bible, when I see it live and I see that it's a reality, it just confirms for me who God is. And so, I don't know, I'm just fascinated by it. Okay, so next I'm going to contour with the Charlotte Tilbury Nudegasm face palette. So that's my thoughts on that. But I love these guys. They're so much fun. And, you know, they have obviously a group of friends, and then all their friends have their own channel. So I kind of started, it's like this rabbit hole that I've gone into. And not every night, but a lot of times I'll like just kind of like browse through and check them out. Especially the places that I'm interested in going to. I'll look and see like where they're at and what's going, you know, like what are the best places to go to in the US, especially because I'm not going to be going out of the country. When I do go to Europe though, I definitely want to hit up a couple places. We're going to go to the Czech Republic when we do go. So, you know, I'm going to look into some haunted places that we can go to over there. I think that'd be really cool. Okay, next I'm going to bronze with the Ambient Radiance Bronze Light by Hourglass. This is my favorite bronzer. So that's what we're going to be doing on my channel. So I also have another channel. I've talked about this before. It's my channel on the ketogenic diet. But the reason I want to talk about it is because just recently I decided to kind of like, not change it up, but just add a little bit to the channel. It's going to be more focused on, you know, not just physical, you know, health, like exercising, but mental health and spiritual health. So I decided that, you know, I'm going to do some like day in a life so you can kind of see what my day looks like in all those aspects, like my workouts, what I eat on keto, and then how I keep myself spiritually sound and grounded. And so I'm going to link my channel there, but I just did a video recently. It's called Mind, Body, and Soul, where I kind of take you on my day. And I had so much fun with that. I thought, you know what? I really want to change the focus of that channel to be more about that. Now I'm going to use highlight just because I feel like some people may not care about the keto diet, but most people want to be mentally strong and want to, you know, work out and find workouts that they can do that are easy. Because when it comes to working out, I am not a like, you know, gung-ho, like, oh, I love to work out, like doing hard workouts. Like I'm doing workouts for the average person. It's someone who just wants to get some sort of workout in at least 3 to 4 days a week to be able to feel better about themselves and feel like they're doing something to keep themselves healthy. And so, you know, I even thought I would share some of my morning quiet times on there, you know, my Bible readings or any type of book that I'm reading. So I'm having a lot of fun with that channel as well. So if you want to check it out, you could go there, and I'll also be linking there. Like what I'll do is I'll do timestamps. So if you want to go to a specific section, like you don't want to know anything about what I'm eating, or when I'm talking about that spiritual, you just want to go to the exercise routines, you can do that. So there'll be a variety of stuff there for everybody to enjoy. Okay, so next I'm going to do my eyebrows. I usually use my glue to kind of put my eyebrows in place. So I'm just going to do that real quick. I'm just looking in my other mirror over here because I feel like in the camera it's kind of hard. So, so yeah, let me know what you guys think about what I'm wanting to do on this channel. And then also, you know, if that's not something, you know, I mean, I'll take a poll. I'm even thinking about, check out my Instagram. I'll put a poll on there of just like what people want to see. Because really it's for you guys. This isn't for me. This is for you to enjoy, or if there's something you want to learn, you know, that's what this channel is for. It's to be a resource for people that, you know, need help in certain areas. Makeup being the most important. All right, we're almost done. Now we're gonna jump into the eyes. All right, cut crease. So let me kind of zoom in a little bit here so you guys can kind of see. So what I do first is I start by putting a transition shade in the crease. And because I'm wearing yellow today, I'm gonna go with my Urban Decay Naked Honey palette. I'm actually gonna mix it with a couple other palettes too. I like to use like the transition shades in this one. So I'm gonna be going in with this shade right here, which is Swarm. And then I'm just going to do a light wash in the crease. So you don't need a lot, just a little bit. So the purpose of the cut crease is to have a very defined eye. Like you'll see the light color, then you'll see a dark that's just right in the crease, and then you have a really pretty shimmer on the lid. And it just looks very, how do I describe it? Very defined. Like you can look at the eye, it just really, like if you really want your eyes to stand out, where when you do a blown out look, it's more subtle, but when you do a cut crease, it's more like kind of boom in your face. Very very obvious. And you'll see what I mean as I go. And then I just keep darkening it up as I go. So now I want to take a brush that is, see how this is like thin and narrow? When you're going into the crease to do a cut crease and you want to just stay firmly in the crease, you want to use a brush like this. So I'm just going to go in and I'm going to mix this one and this one because we're darkening it up a little bit. And then what I do is I raise the, so that way I'm not going like this, I'm going down so I keep it into the crease. I just kind of put it above my head and just do windshield wiper motions with the color. See how I'm just staying in the crease? I'm not going above it. Okay, and then I'm going to do the other side. It's going to go back and forth, back and forth. Let's darken it up. See, it's getting darker. Looks pretty. I'm going to do some more. And as you'll see, it's quick and easy. Like, we're almost done. Okay, sorry guys. I'm gonna go this way. It's easier to get in the crease. Okay, now we want to blend it out a little bit, because with the cut crease, you don't want to blend it too much because like I mentioned, you want it super defined. So we're just gonna blend out the edges of that dark color. Just because the edges are a little sharp. There we go. See, that looks so much better. Okay, so once you've gotten it to the darkest color that you want, I'm actually going to darken it up a tad bit more. I'm going to use this color by ColourPop. It is Meridian from All That Topaz. And I'm going to go in with a little bit more of a defining brush, which is like a pencil brush. And then I'm just going to do the same thing, just kind of darken it up a little bit more. See that? I'm going to soften it out. See, I didn't add any more on my brush. It's a nice clean brush. All right. And then lastly, and this is how you do the cut crease, you take concealer. I'm going to use the darker one. And then you want to take a flat brush. I like to use just like a small flat brush like that. And then you're going to carve out the crease. Show you. Get close, and I'm going to use this mirror. I think this is better. And I'm just going to look down. So you're just going to kind of go over. And we put some on the other side too, because you don't need a lot. And you also have to be careful. Like, so you want to close your eyes and then see how it goes all the way up there. So you want to make sure that it doesn't do that. And so what I usually do is just kind of do tapping motions. And I'm going to just go on and fix that in a second. So the reason I showed you guys that is because you want to make sure that before you close your eye, you let it dry. So it doesn't do that. I'm just going to tap on it. So you just tap away, and then I'll just kind of blend it out. Okay, so now I'm just going to kind of wait a second for it to dry. Just kind of going over it a little bit. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over it with a yellow color, like a yellow gold. It's going to be really pretty. So I'm just giving it a second. I've got to finish up here because I got to start work in 4 minutes. All right, so now, giving it enough time, I'm gonna go in with this bright yellow here, like yellow gold. Actually gonna spray my brush. I'm gonna just use the same brush. And now you're just gonna go over, and the thing about what the concealer does is it keeps the eyeshadow on because it, you know, it's somewhat wet, so it just makes it last longer. And now I need to kind of blend it out because I don't know if you guys can see, but there's like this patch right here of dark. There we go. All right, so I just had to blend it out a little bit. Spray the brush again, do the other eye. And sometimes just using your fingers does it. Adds a little bit more. And then I got to do the same here. Just blend it out. And then I think just gonna add a little bit to the corner because it's yellow right there. Let's add the dark color back. See how you want like a line of the color. And then blend out. That is it. That's how easy the cut crease is, you guys. All right, so I'm gonna put on some mascara and some eyelashes and I will be right back. All right, guys, this is the finished look. So funny story. I was going to put lashes on and I had a runaway lash. So I don't know what happened to it. I actually, I had it on my desk and then I started work and then, I don't know, it got stuck somewhere and probably fell somewhere. So we just gotta laugh that off. But I have pretty good lashes as it is anyways. I just wanted you guys to see what it would look like with lashes, but this is what you're getting today. So this is the final look. This is a nice cut crease. Now, here's what I wanna say. It's been about an hour since I finished. And you can see how it's starting to kind of go up into the top of the crease. I have a partially hooded eye, and so that's why it does that. So that's why, as you saw with the cut crease that I did, tried to keep it as low as possible so that wouldn't happen, but it still does happen sometimes. Where a lot of YouTubers that do training, or makeup artists that do training on the cut crease, they usually will tell you to close your eye and allow it to transfer, and then that's where your crease would start. But mine transfers way too high up, like because of my partially hooded eye, so that doesn't work for me. But this is what you guys get. So thank you so much for coming. I'm so glad that you came today. And if you are not yet subscribed, please subscribe below and click that notification bell. And also, please like the video if you do like it. It's extremely important that you do that. And lastly, I do want to say this. I'd love ideas. If there's a certain look that you want to see that you don't know how to do, or a topic, a subject on my true crime days that you want me to talk about, let me know. Otherwise, I will see you all in my next video. Bye.